What's up, Doomslayers? Mordrick666 here with a review of the new Doom Eternal DLC, The Ancient Gods Part 1. Doom Eternal is by far the best incarnation yet from id Software since the original Doom games back in the 90s, and I dare say The Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC is even better than the main version of the game. What makes it so good? Well, if you were a fan of the Slayergate challenge rooms found throughout the main game, an unrelenting torrent of viscera and adrenaline, get ready to experience that level of intensity for the entire length of the DLC. Every single room you must traverse is on par with the Slayergates in terms of difficulty, as the demonic onslaught never lets up in the slightest, leaving you to make split-second strategic decisions while maintaining momentum in an effort to push back the hordes of hell. That is not hyperbole. The Ancient Gods Part 1 is hard as fuck. I haven't played Doom Eternal for 4 or 5 months, and the DLC wastes no time throwing you right into the deep end. It expects you to have a full mastery of the mechanics, and after 10 or so minutes of getting my ass kicked, I was back in the demon-slaying groove. While only encompassing 3 new levels, expect each of them to take you 1 to 2 hours to beat. Each map is much larger and far more challenging than anything in the main version of the game. They're also very diverse visually, ranging from UAC facilities in the ocean, to Doom's version of Blighttown in the swamps of hell, to the decimated halls of the once angelic Urdak. While there are no new weapons in the DLC, there are 3 new support runes that you'll acquire, which will provide certain buffs depending upon your playstyle, though only one can be equipped at a time. There are a couple of new enemies as well, the first being an eyeball sentry that blasts projectiles at you from a distance, and the Summoner from Doom 2016 returns as an ethereal spirit which can possess other demons. Possessed demons move faster, hit harder, and take far more damage before being destroyed. Spirits can be extremely tricky, as once the possessed demon dies, the spirit leaves the body and needs to be vaporized with the microwave ability of the plasma gun. Otherwise, it'll jump into the body of another demon and you'll have to exercise it all over again. You'll want to prioritize possessed demons over any others, or you'll quickly be overrun. Lastly, there are also empowered demons, which appear at random and can be any demon type. Similar to possessed demons, they are more aggressive and take more damage. The only difference between them and the possessed, as far as I can tell, is that they have a yellow outline and drop a ton of ammo on pickups upon death. Overall, I'd say they are slightly less difficult than a possessed demon, but prioritize these just the same. In terms of boss fights, expect some pretty tough battles at the end of the 2nd and 3rd levels, with the 3rd level boss fight being particularly rage-inducing. You will die a lot, but thankfully the checkpoint system is extremely fair, and you'll pick up right at the phase of the boss fight you left off on. No starting at phase 1 every time you die of a multi-phase fight when you respawn. Story-wise, the lore of the main game is further expanded upon, with the Samuel Hayden Seraphim plotlines further detailed. Those of you who are vested in Hayden's connection to the Seraphim won't be disappointed. The story even delves further into the nature of the Dark Lord, who up until now has been mainly a disembodied voice between Doom 2016 and Eternal. I don't want to spoil anything, but that ending, goddamn. What an excellent cliffhanger to set up Part 2, which is hopefully not that far away. Final verdict. The Ancient Gods Part 1 dials Doom Eternal's face-melting intensity up to 11 and never relents across the 5 or so hour campaign. Apparently, you can buy this DLC as a standalone game without having purchased Doom Eternal, but I can't imagine just starting out with this DLC given the excessive difficulty. It really makes the main game seem like a training session, specifically set up to hone your skills and prepare you for these nightmarish expansions. The Ancient Gods Part 1 is no joke, and far away the best Doom experience to date. For these reasons, I give Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1 a 10 out of 10. One last note, while you can pick up the DLC for $19, you might as well get the Year 1 pass for $29, as this will end up saving you $10 once Part 2 rolls around. After seeing how impressive Part 1 was, picking up Part 2 is an absolute certainty. What'd you think of The Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC for Doom Eternal? Let me know down in the comments. Have a good one!
And see you in hell, Slayers!